Hello, everyone. Welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. We want to give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive Thru, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show here for today. All right, with us is Jovan Burts. Ninos in traffic should be on shortly. And then we got Brian Bitler, Chris Ruffolo, service co-host, and Tony Brown from Las Vegas, Nevada, as advertised, promised, is on the show here today. All right, let's take a look at how they'll line up. Ninos may not lead us off here. We'll start with Brown, Burts, Bitler, Ruffolo, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, here we go. Night 2 of the Sweet 16.
Yeah, Tony, some great action yesterday. A couple of number one seeds went down, but that's just kind of what we were waiting for this time of the year. It's just not a matter of if, it's a matter of when we get our first shocks. But I know the books were doing a big dance when Gonzaga went down yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Gonzaga going down to Arkansas has some really good matchups here for Elite Eight, but we got some games. We got a couple plays here for you from the Sweet 16 as well as some NBA. So let's go ahead. Let's get the show started. Let's go over to Skype land here and welcome to the show with Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim, where he does really fine work. Matter of fact, he promised his appearance as we hit our like goal yesterday. So let's go ahead and bring in Tony Brown from sunny Las Vegas, Nevada. As I know, it's starting to heat up. Tony Brown in Vegas.
Yeah, it's getting real hot out here. It was like 90 degrees, no joke, out here today, and that's ridiculous because it's only spring. That means that 120 summer is coming.
It's fast arriving. All right, Tony Brown, Sweet 16. This is your late game here as we've got Iowa State facing Iowa here. This one at 10 Eastern Time. It's Miami here laying the 3 here, total 131.5.
Yeah, you guys hit the like goal, so as promised, I'm here with the free pick, and it's a good one. It's right out of the Sweet 16. And we're going with the Hurricanes in this one. It's only a 3-point spread, which I think is really good number for us. I think Miami's going to be able to take care of this game fairly easy. We all know that college basketball is about coaching and the pro basketball is about the players. You know, that's when the players get the big contracts and all the names and stuff. But in college, it's your Coach K's and your Jim Larinagas. You know what I mean? He got famous back in 05, 06, I think, when he took George Mason to the Final Four out of nowhere, and then here we are, almost ready to take Miami to the Elite Eight. And it's just like the ACC is represented in this tournament right now. They got Duke still in it, they got North Carolina going tonight, and they got Miami. So the ACC is a good conference. Miami's rolling. They got the better coach, and I think they get this one done. Also, they beat the better team so far to get here. Like, they took out some top dogs. So I just think they keep it rolling.
Yeah, Miami here laying 3 against Iowa State. Yeah, Tony Brown, when you look at the differences, you know, Iowa State, one of those suffocating defensive style teams that really struggle shooting the basketball. But you look at the current form here for Miami, man, they've been shooting the ball really well. Take a look over their past 5 games, shooting 49%.
Right, and it's because they have 6 six-year seniors. Like, that's veteran leadership at its finest. They're older than the Memphis Grizzlies. Like, that's not tongue-in-cheek. That's serious. They're older than the Memphis Grizzlies right now with the six-year starters, and that's why they don't feel any pressure. They've been in school too long. They got guys working on double master's degrees and stuff. So they got a pretty veteran team, to say the least. They're not getting rattled in this spot, and like I said, the ACC competition has been dominant all year, and to represent the 3 of the 8 teams left over here right now today with Duke, Carolina, and Miami. So better competition all year. They got the veteran coaching. They got the veteran players shooting at 49%. It doesn't get much better than that. So Iowa does play defense, and if this was the title game, because you know what they say, offense wins games, defense wins championships, maybe I'd lean the other way. But this is just a regular round game to advance, and you got to put up some points, and Miami definitely is going to put up the points.
All right, we got Tony Brown here on Miami laying 3 against Iowa State. This one will have a start time 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Watch it over on TBS. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. We got those 4 games from the Sweet 16, 7 from the NBA. It's a handful of hockey. You see, you put up fantastic numbers in the NHL this season. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, it was a lot of games today, but a lot of weird games. It was too much juice in the hockey games. The dogs weren't really barking. I have 2 plays on the board tonight, but that means they're my best plays in the whole entire leagues. I looked over all the plays, and I only came up with 2, but they're both 10-star rated. They're both premium picks. and we're going to bang our bookie 2 times over tonight.
That's right. Get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs, a premium season. Never seen NHL doing fine work. A couple of plays up there, premium-wise here from Tony. But, a good time to get on board with one of those long-term passes. That 3D All Sports Pass will get you all of Tony Brown's plays for this weekend. He'll complete your Sweet 16 round, get you to the Elite 8 Saturday and Sunday. College basketball for 3 days here. Of course, your NBA, your NHL. But, Tony Brown, we've talked about this before, that one-year VIP pass is really a great deal.
Yeah, a lot of the players, you guys come and buy my picks every day, and I thank you. If you're literally going to gamble all year, you can get the plays for $3 a day. If you just take the VIP year pass, it's $1,300. That's $100 a month, $3 a day. And we're turning numbers in hockey that'll pay for the pass alone. Then you got the NHL, the NBA, the NCAA. If you're serious about making money, it only makes sense to get that pass.
That's right. Get on board with Tony Brown's one-year VIP All Sports Pass over at Pick Dogs. You can access Tony Brown's profile page going to Pick Dogs and hit the Cappers tab, and you'll find it there on the site. All right, Tony Brown, is always great having you on the show. Continue that success. I know you also contribute to Puck and Crazy, but I know it's kind of early. Are you going to any appearances on the weekend shows? But I know it's early in Vegas. Those
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed early tonight, or I'm gonna go to bed early on Saturday, and I'm definitely gonna make an appearance on one of these weekend shows. 7 a.m. I'm gonna have my coffee, and I'm gonna give out another free pick. We got a lot of support from you guys on all these shows, so it's the least I could do.
All right, Tony Brown will be appearing one day this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, the morning show on the weekend. All right, Tony Brown, enjoy. It's Friday night. We'll talk next week.
All right, thanks for having me, man. I'll see you guys next week.
You got a Tony Brown here on the drive. Let's continue on with our coverage. We're joined by Chris. Just a reminder, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show, 10 a.m. Eastern time, every single day. Now, on the weekend, you're going to have Mitch and Joe Madden together there. Of course, we'll always get started with Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. In about 10:05, Joe Madden will join him, and it'll be one of those roundtable type of situations where we have the Hackers come in and giving out their free picks here for the Sweet 16. We also have some hockey and NBA sprinkled in, so be sure to tune in to that this weekend. The weekend coverage there at Pick Dogs. Of course, we always ask for help with those likes, those subs, Chris. It really helps us build up an audience.
Absolutely, Tony, it does, because at the end of the day, I say it each and every time that we do this part of the show. With us love and support, the ones that watch these shows and give us that love and support, Pick Dogs wouldn't be where it is today. So thank you guys for all the love and support. Keep it coming, because we're only going to get bigger and better. And to show you how much we appreciate it, we'll do another like goal today. 150 likes. We'll get you an NBA play for tonight's action, a bonus NBA play, as well as a player prop that I think you could even stretch out. And stretch out is paying around plus 425. So guys, get those likes in. Sooner you get them in, sooner we can get you the plays for tonight's action.
Keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. Let's continue on here on the drive-through. Now it's time. Oh, it looks like he's situated. Looks like he's set up, camera ready. El Ninos. Let me give you some time to get yourself situated, El Ninos. We're going to go right to you right now. El Ninos, what's going on?
Going good. How are you?
Doing fine. All right, here we go. NBA from El here at 7 Eastern time. The Pistons here will be hosting the Wizards. The Pistons now up to a 4-point favorite, total 223.
Yeah, they are. Feels a little weird, but we're going to do it. I think it's a good spot for the Pistons here. So it feels a little strange. Length points with them, not something I'd recommend doing every day, but they are in a good spot. They'll have the home court and the rest advantage. The Wizards just played last night, and while they've been as bad as the Pistons have been, like the Wizards just looked even worse lately. And not only that, but they'll be also without their best player, Kyle Kuzma, who's missed the last 3 games. Detroit's numbers are pretty terrible on the season, but they are 12-24 at home, which is a bit better than their overall record, while the Wizards just 12-24 as well on the road. So tough spot here for the Wizards, and I think I'm laying I know I'm laying the 4 points with the
Yep. All right, to El Ninos, you're going to lay the 4 points here with the Detroit Pistons laying 4 against the Wizards. All right, Chris, this is always a funny situation here because we bit. At least I bit the bullet here, taking them against Portland, but I had a great number, right? I had a great number and it still didn't come through. Now you're asking the Pistons to win a game. I will say this: at least you got Grant and Cunningham together in the lineup.
Yeah, Tony, your reaction with that little blooper just now was my reaction when I saw this line, or a little bit earlier when I saw the line jump. But, I got to agree with Al here. The Pistons, despite having just 20 wins this season, they're still covering almost at 60%. They're 39-33-1 this season against the numbers. So and doing pretty well at home. And Tony, like you said, getting Jeremy Grant, Cade Cunningham against a Kuzma-less and Bradley Beal-less Wizards team. Yeah, I got to go with the Pistons here.
All right, we got Pistons laying 4 against Washington Wizards. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time over on NBA League Pass channel. All right, Ninos, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge. We've shown some good results here in the NBA. 869 units of profit, all documented. Also showing good positive results in the NHL. 7-game card from the NBA, a few from the NHL, 4 games from the Sweet 16. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got my 3-pack with my best bet in each sport, and then I got an extra play in the NHL for everyone on the long-term passes. So make sure you grab one of those or pair them up with your other favorite capper.
That's right, guys. Again, on board with Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. See the numbers showing positive results. 869 units of profit in the NBA, all documented. Also showing great profit in the NHL. You can visit his profile page, go down to pick history. All the plays there are transparent for you. Over at the site tonight, NBA action, alley-oop, individual plays. Of course, he brought back his alphabets. Got the NBA, NHL, college basketball. His best bet from each sport, $40 there, affordable pricing. But instead of buying all these plays individually, that 3-day All Sports Pass is a fantastic value right now. You get the remainder of the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Saturday, Sunday action, 3 days of premium picks from El Ninos. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. El, as always, great having the show. Continue your success. We'll talk with you next week. But I know you also contribute to the weekend show, and you just and as well as the Puck and Crazy show midweek. But your next appearance seems to be the weekend show.
Yep, should be on Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune in. It'd be nice to have Tony Brown on there too. I thought he was going to say he'll cut his evening short to be on there, but it looks like he's taking the other route with that, so good on him. But yeah, it'll be nice to have him on there too. But always some great picks on the weekends.
All right, Al, you can tune into Al with the crew there on the weekends, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Al, have a great night. We'll talk next week.
All right, have a good one, guys.
All right, El Ninos here on the drive. Let's continue on here. Chris, where do we sit with our like goal?
Tony, we're at 46 likes right now, 110 people watching, so we're not at that point in the show yet where if everybody that was watching just clicked the like button, we'd have our goal, but we're getting to that point. So get those likes in. Sooner you get them in, sooner we can make sure that we get you the plays for tonight's action. We're at 46 likes right now.
That's right, 46 likes. Keep the thumbs up coming in. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Jovan, what's going on?
I'm just waiting for a big night, Sweet 16.
Sweet 16, exactly. You see, Jovan's been top of leaderboards for 2022, doing fantastic work here. We're going over to the NBA tonight as we got the T-Wolves here to host the Mavericks. T-Wolves up to 3.5, total 228.
Yeah, and I'm on the under in this one. Now, one of the things that I looked at, it kind of concerns me, is Karl Anthony Towns, the big cat. He's on the injury report with a forearm injury, and those could be tricky. Last game he only scored 15 points, and they need his point production. In order to stay competitive, win this game. They do have Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell, but he sets the tone. So they just played on the 21st, 110 to 108. Well under the total. It was the same total as this game, 228. And I just think that the way that Dallas, their slow pace, with Luka Doncic, I think Luka's probable in this game. He's on injury report as well, but if he is playing, which I think he is, I think that the way he, deliberately, sets the offense, goes deep into the shot clock, I think they're going to dictate the pace in this game, even though it's being played in Minnesota. And, with the way these two teams are, they're both trending to the under. 7-3 in Dallas's last 10 to the under, and for Minnesota 6-4 to the under in their last 10. So I just think that the way things go in this one is going to be similar to the last game. Just maybe a couple possessions under the total. That's the way I think it's going to slice in this game.
All right, we got Jovan here on the under here, Mavs and T-Wolves. All right, Chris, we've seen Karl Anthony Towns on the injury report with his forearm contusion play through it. It appears maybe he will play through it again today. And one thing with the Mavericks, they have shown some improvement defensively here since the All-Star break.
Yeah, they have for sure, and Jovan took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, this total was pretty much identical from the first meeting just a few nights ago, and we're only seeing what a half-point drop, and we still finished 10 points under the number. I could see almost a carbon copy tonight of that first game, where it's going to be tight throughout, and maybe the first to 110 wins. So yeah, I like the under here as well.
All right, so grab it here. Mavericks T-Wolves under 228. This one will have a start time here, 8 Eastern time, NBA League Pass channel. All right, Jovan, let's go over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're performing really well. Look at these numbers here for 2022. 1,339 units of profits at the top of the leaderboards here over at Pick Dogs tonight. Well, we got those 4 games from the Sweet 16, 7 from the NBA. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, it's Friday, so you know what that means. Time to take flight on these books with my Take Flight Friday 5-pack. 5 Sweet 16 plays that I think is going to hit the bookie where it hurts, hit them hard. Really like these plays that I got going. And, you could check out my 3-day, my 30-day, my 7-day, my yearly. Match them with one of the other handicappers for the Thru Cap promotional. Let's go into the weekend. Let's hit these Elite 8 games. Let's get some NBA action going. It's all here, Sports Chat Place of Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
Let's get it here with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs. You see the numbers here, 1,339 units of profit for 2022. Well documented. Visit the profile page at Pick Dogs. Go down to Jovan's profile page. At the bottom, you'll see pick history. All the plays there are documented, fully transparent. He's got his Take Flight Friday, 5 picks here, 5 plays from the Sweet 16 tonight. So get on board with that affordable pricing. Now, if you prefer, you can also go with that 3-day All Sports Pass for $20 more, which I think is a fantastic value there. You'll get not only the Friday action, but all of Jovan's Elite 8 action for Saturday and Sunday, now as well as the NBA, as we have the NBA coming here for the 3 days. So a 3-day All Sports Pass, one of your best values right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can, as Jovan was saying, match up another capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, Jovan, it's always great having you show. Continue that success. I know we'll have you here on the recap a little later, but I know you also contribute to the weekend show.
Yeah, and as usual, I'll be there Saturday and Sunday giving up a free pick or two.
All right, tune in 10 a.m. Eastern time for Jovan Burts there on the morning show, 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday and Sundays. All right, Jovan, we'll talk in a little bit.
Absolutely. Be here.
Jovan. All right, Jovan Burts here on the drive. Let's continue on here with Chris. Chris, where do we sit with our like goal?
I'm telling you, we're at 73 likes. We're almost halfway to our goal. 138 people watching, so we're almost at that point where if everyone clicked the like button, we'd be at our goal. But right now, we still need about 77 more likes, so keep the likes coming in, but we appreciate each and every one.
Keep those likes coming in. Let's continue on here with the show. Now it's time for Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also contributes with videos on the channel. Brian, what's happening?
Tell you what, super excited to be here with my good buddies here on a Friday night. I'm going to miss you guys next week when I'm on vacation, but, I'll still be working. It's a workcation, another one of those.
Another workcation of Brian Bitler taking in the springtime. And we're going off to the ice here as the Flames host the Coyotes. Flames approaching $4. Actually, there are $4 in some places here, total of $6.
I'll tell you what, Arizona Coyotes far from a good hockey team, but they're not as bad as people think. Despite losing 3 straight, they are 6-4 over their last 10 games, and they get a very good Calgary team that has their hated rivals, the Edmonton Oilers, on deck next. So to me, it's a prime look-ahead spot for the Oilers. It's also they're going to catch the Oilers in Game 2 of a back-to-back spot. So I think the Flames here aren't going to really put the pedal to the metal tonight against the Coyotes. So for me, this is a ridiculous price here in the Calgary Flames. Give me the Coyotes plus 1.5 here at plus money.
All right, we got Brian here on record coming in with the puck line here with the Coyotes, plus 1.5 goals, plus 135 here against Calgary. Chris, what do you think?
I love it personally, mainly because I'm on the same page here because Brian took the words right out of my mouth. Another one tonight. The Flame look-ahead spot with Edmonton on deck. And not only that, Calgary's lost their last 2 home games as sizable favorites. They lost to the Sharks, I think, as a minus 315, and to the Buffalo Sabres as a minus 400. And we've seen these minus 400 dogs fall fairly often this season. So I think the value's there as well as the money line at plus 340.
All right, we got Brian here on Coyotes puck line, plus 1.5 goals, plus 135 against the Calgary Flames, who are on the front end of a back-to-back. This one will have a start time of 9 Eastern time over on ESPN+. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs. We're producing really good numbers here from the NBA here. We're showing profit here from you. Of course, tonight we got 7 games on the board from the NBA, but we have got that Sweet 16 round. There's 4 games on the schedule. A lot from hockey. What do you have going on over the site?
I'll tell you what, yesterday 1 and 2. So for me tonight, it's my ultimate revenge 3-pack in basketball. I got 3 solid winners that you want to check out at pickdogs.com, premium picks for $50. Or make sure you check out my MLB season pass. I took $200 off for the next, I think, 5 days yet. You can get my MLB season pass for just $4.95. That'll take you through right until football. So make sure you guys check that out. And also the YouTube Premium VIP. Best deal in handicap, and check out the link. $100 gets you picks from me, Mitch, and Joe. 1 premium pick a day, plus a play with the ad at 5 p.m. So definitely the value here at pickdogs.com premium pick.
That's right, guys. Over with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs. See the numbers in the NBA tonight. He's got some plays up there. His extreme total from college hoops. A lot of Sweet 16 action sold individually, as well as a 3-pack up there. Calls it his Friday Ultimate Revenge plays. He's got 3 top-tier bets from college hoops. So get on board there. Of course, your best bet is those long-term passes. You know, that 3-day pass gets you covered here for the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. We'll take you through Sunday, including all of Brian's plays here from the NBA, as well as NHL for 3 days. You can add a second capper with our 2-for-1 capper promotion. It's even greater value there. All right, Brian, as always, great having you show. We'll talk with you Monday. Continue that success. Now, I know you also contribute with the video on the channel, as well as you'll be on during the weekends.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be on this weekend. I'm going to be on both shows since I don't leave until Sunday afternoon. And I shoot a video every day. Might take it to the bank play. Make sure you guys check it out. And I'm going to be rooting here for Iowa State tonight. So I'm hoping they win so I can razz Mitch a little bit tomorrow morning.
All right.
We'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that one goes. All right, Brian, have a great weekend, great vacation. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, talk to you guys soon. Have a good weekend.
Brian Bitler here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue on here with more picks. By the way, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. Jovan Burts will help us out with that. Chris, where do we sit with our like goal?
Well, Tony, we're just short of 90 likes right now. We still need about 60 more. Got 160 people watching, so now we are at that part of the show where if everyone that was watching this the live show, just click the like button. We get you those 2 plays for tonight's action. Like I said, we're looking at 1 NBA play and a player prop as well. So keep those likes coming in.
Keep those likes coming in indeed. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Well, we know what it's time for now. It's Chris Ruffolo's segment right now. And Chris, of course, he'll be looking at this NBA contest as we get ready here to roll up the game. As we've got the Clippers here to face the 76ers. The Clippers here are dogs here. 76ers laying 5, total 218.
And the Sixers, they're just one of those teams that everybody sort of had their eye on since James Harden was acquired back into the trade deadline. And the Sixers, since getting James Harden, 10-4. Their only losses to the Heat, the Nets, the Nuggets, and the Raptors. And that game against the Heat was a game where the Sixers didn't have James Harden. Since Harden joined the Sixers are outscoring teams by 13.5 points per 100 possessions. They're putting up 122.3 points per 100 and allowing just 108.8. And they're taking on a Clippers team that has really struggled for the most part without Paul George and, we've been without Kawhi Leonard for much of the year, but still, 2 of their top players, two players that were supposed to be the cornerstones of their offense, just have not been in the lineup. And over the last 2 weeks, the Clippers allowing 121.6 points per 100. It doesn't help the Clippers, who are 15-25 against teams above 500 this season. And the Sixers looking to really catch the Miami Heat at the top of the Eastern Conference mountain. I just think this is a spot where, the Sixers put the boots to the Clippers and potentially win this one by double digits. But either way, I like them covering the spread in this one.
All right, we got Chris here on the 76ers laying the 5 here against the LA Clippers. Read somewhere where Harden's had good success in LA against the Clippers during his career. Of course, all those games he was with the Houston Rockets. One thing to note here with the Clippers, we're now seeing Covington here as questionable. Hits the injury report here for the Clippers. As we know, there's no Powell, there's no George. We know Leonard's been missing some time here. But one thing to note here on the Sixers side, a clean injury report.
Which is rare. We can attest to how rare that's been this season, but we've seen it, like I said, even before Harden joined the Sixers team, when Joel Embiid is healthy, are a dangerous, dangerous team. And I think just adding Harden to that mix, and then a healthy Harden, add that to the mix, the Sixers team is definitely going to be one to maybe keep an eye on come playoff time.
76ers laying 5 against the LA Clippers. This one will have a start time of 10:30 Eastern time. This is your doubleheader game on NBA TV. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Spin for tonight. As you know, we've got those big 4 games from the Sweet 16. We got quite a few from hockey. We got 7 from the NBA. What do you have going on over at the site?
Tonight I got a couple things on the website. We got my Sweet 16 sweeper 3-pack, 3 plays I think we could sweep the board with tonight, as well as my NBA special. That's we went 3-0 in the NBA last night. I think we can maybe take advantage of the NBA again tonight on the books. Got the 3-pack for $39.95, the single NBA play for $29.95. Or guys, if you want the best value, we always talk about it. Go on long term. The 3-day will now get you into the Elite Eight. It'll get you the smaller tournaments as well, should we choose to put them in there. NBA and NHL across the board. I can tell you there's some NHL plays in there for my long-term subscribers. The week will get you into the Final Four. The month gets you the national championship, as well as NBA, NHL, and the start of baseball. The year gets you full seasons of all the major sports for pretty much $100 a month. One of those things where if you're looking to really make this a long-term investment, it's one of the better values I think you can check out. You can also take part of the 2-for-1 capper deal. Paired me up with, do the host duel with Tony T. You knew Jovan, Brian, Big Al, Little Al, Tony Brown. We'll all make you some money. You just got to pair us up to do it. You can check that out at Pick Dogs. I also got my tournament takeout for $119 if you're still looking to just take advantage of the rest of the college hoop season. Tons of options for you guys over at Pick Dogs Premium. You just got to go over and check them out.
Check him out here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get on board with his place tonight. He's got a Sweet 16 sweeper 3-pack right now from the Sweet 16, as well as an NBA max out play. So a good time to get on board. Of course, those long-term passes. This 3-day pass, I keep saying it's a really good value right now because that gets you the remainder of Sweet 16 and both Elite 8 days here, Saturday and Sunday. Your 3-day all sports pass, a fantastic value. All of Chris's plays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you'll get in there his college hoops action, as well as NBA, NHL as well. So get on board with Chris Ruffolo's 3-day all sports pass. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, let's continue here with our coverage. Joined here by Chris. Before we get to my play, where do we sit with our like goal?
I'm telling you, we're at 115 likes. We need about 35 more to get to our like goal. 178 people watching, so we need about a quarter. If you haven't hit the like button, do so, and we will get to our like goal, where, like I said, you'll get an NBA play for tonight's action, as well as an NBA player prop that I think we can make some big money with tonight.
All right, before we get to my pick, I'm going to ask Chris, any going to delve into the UFC this weekend?
I might dabble into it. I got to do a little bit of research on it, but do keep an eye on the Pick Dogs Facebook page or on my Twitter at Ruff the Pick Dog, and we'll see if we can get you guys some money in the UFC as well.
All right, UFC card on ESPN Plus this weekend. Check it out with Chris on his YouTube channel, and keep an eye on that Facebook page on Pick Dogs. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Matter of fact, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. Jovan will help us out there. Now it's time for my pick. We're going here to the Sweet 16. North Carolina to face UCLA about 9:40 Eastern time on CBS. Bruins laying 2.5 total, 142. I'm on the underdog here with the North Carolina team here. Yeah, I'm going against Southern California in this one. North Carolina, well, listen, they were impressive wins here. You got to give them respect here. Beating Marquette, pounding Baylor. This has been a really good offensive team again in their conference, as we know. Strong rebounding team on the glass. UCLA, well, they put up a good tournament as well. A little rough against Akron, but they pounded St. Mary's. But the one issue I have here with Bruins, and I've been talking about it a lot during the second half of the season here in Pac-12, has been their three-point shooting against the conference, and I'm a little concerned about their three-point shooting. Of course, Jaquez apparently will play, and again, how effective will he be? Those ankle injuries are very, I want guys 100% if they're going to play with an ankle. If you're going to tell me here that he's questionable, we'll see game time. I don't know. I want him ready. With that type of injury. I want a go early in the morning or the next day, or the day before, because I want him healthy for this game. I don't know if I'm going to get 100% out of him. So anyway, the three-point shooting is a concern here for me with the Bruins, and the fact that that Carolina is such a good rebounding team. I think it's going to be very difficult for second shot opportunities in this one, especially if the Bruins aren't hitting their threes. For that reason, I'm going to go ahead and take the dog here, Chris, with North Carolina plus 2.5.
Yeah, Tony, I'm with you, especially on the Jaquez point, because that ankle injury did not look good. And if he's one of their best players and they need him at 100%, and even if he's banged up, you don't want a guy like that to just be on the floor as a decoy. I think you want him to actually be able to have him be fully effective. But the reason I like North Carolina here is, A, they've hit 93 points or more in each of their last 2 games, and I wonder if UCLA can match that. But also, I think North Carolina, I'm curious on your thoughts on this. North Carolina, for being such a young team and maybe a quote-unquote experienced team, really showed some resolve after that collapse in the second half against Baylor. A lot of teams would have probably just folded against the defending champions, but North Carolina sort of picked themselves up, dust themselves off, and held on in overtime. And I like the resolve that the Tar Heels showed in that one.
That, and I think even more that win at Duke. That win at Duke to me was nobody had I can understand taking the points, but I don't know anyone thought that North Carolina would go in there and beat them the way they did.
Well, not in Coach K's final stand at Cameron Indoor. There were so many narrative angles in that game. You had the rivalry game with the like I said, the emotion of Coach K's last home game. But I'm with you. I would have made a case for the points, but the money line was a bold play as well.
Yeah, it certainly was. North Carolina plus 2.5 against UCLA. This one to have a start time of, this is your game at 9:40 Eastern time over on CBS. Guys, check out Pick Dogs Pick. I have a 3-pack from my college basketball Sweet 16 action. My 3 top plays here. It's not this one, right? He gave you this. The 3 other games are my top plays here from the Sweet 16 round. So be sure to check it out on my 3-pack. Also have a standalone NBA play as well. Or if you get on board with my 3-pack, we're talking about the 3-pack. It's a great value right now. All of my premium plays Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from the NBA and college hoops to get you through the Elite 8 round. You can also match me up with a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. We get my 3-day all sports pass with Chris. You can match me up with Jovan, with Ninos, Brian Bitler. 3-day all sports pass, your best value over at Pick Dogs. Follow the link in the description below and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Chris, where do we sit with our like goal?
I'll tell you, we're at 137 likes, so we are almost there, but we still have a little bit of work to do. We need 12 more likes with 198 people watching. So, guys, keep those likes coming in. You still have a couple of minutes.
All right. Let's keep those thumbs up coming in. Let's get to 150. Now it's time for our recap. Let's go to the recap. Jovan will help us out with the recap here. So we get started here with Ninos says the Pistons -4 against the Wizards. Tony Brown was on Miami, the Hurricanes, laying 3 against Iowa State. Jovan likes Mavericks Timberwolves under 228. Brian was on Coyotes puck line plus 1.5 goals, plus 135 against the Flames. Chris, 76ers laying 5 against the Clippers. Yours truly, North Carolina plus 2.5 against UCLA. We will start here with Jovan. Jovan, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
That's a toss-up between the Pistons and the Sixers. I'll go with the Sixers. Big James Harden has, big games against the Clippers in his past. I think they have another one. So I think they'll get it done.
All right, I think they'll get it down. Before we go to Chris, how close are we to the like goal?
We're at 144, so we need about 6 more.
6 more. Okay, let's get those likes here, guys. We get the place from Chris. All right, Chris, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
And Tony, this is a tough board because I actually think I like everything on this board. But you know what? I'm going to go with Jovan with that Mavericks Timberwolves under 228. I just don't think there's been enough of an adjustment by the books in this one.
All right, just looking that route, and I will go here. This is like I said, there's a lot of them I like up here. I'm going to go here with Tony Brown here. I'll take the hot shooting team with Miami laying 3 against Iowa State. One thing we noted, we talked about this game, is the fact that Miami over their past 5 games shoot only almost 49%. Iowa State just at 38%. I just don't think they have I know the defense is strong. I just think Miami can get through this one. So I'll take them in that one. I like Tony Brown's pick. All right, we got to our 150, Chris.
All right. Yes, Tony, we did.
Here are the picks.
All right, so I'm going to hit you guys with the first one. The first play we're going to look at goes off top of the hour. I'm going to take the Utah Jazz and Charlotte Hornets under 228.5. Utah, again, without Bojan Bogdanovic tonight, second leading scorer. He's shooting almost 40% from behind the arc, and he's just a key part of their offense. Not only that, but the Jazz have kind of fallen off of a cliff offensively as of late. 17 and 10 to the under as road favorites this season. 9-3 to the under in their last 12 games. The Hornets, we all know how good this offense can be, but I just think that this is going to be sort of a playoff type atmosphere with both teams having a lot to play for in this one. So I like the under in that one. And my player prop, well, we're going to look at Jalen Green, and we're going to go over his point total. Currently sitting at 17.5. That's around -110, -115. And in going back to the beginning of February, 23 games for the Houston Rockets, Green has hit at least 18 points in 13 of those games. But I think you can even stretch it out to the higher mark around 24.5. I expect a big game from Green tonight. That's sitting at +425. And in 10 of those 23 games, Green's had at least 20 points. So I expect a big night from Jalen Green against a Portland defense that has been absolutely abysmal this season in terms of defending opposing players. They're allowing the most points per game in the league right now. And I think this is just another one of those spots where the Portland Trailblazers struggle defensively, lost in defensive rating, and I look for that to play right into Green's hand tonight. So we're going to take Jalen Green over the point total. And like I said, you could stretch to over 24.5, which is the high tier. And we're going to take the Utah Jazz Charlotte Hornets under the total.
All right, we thank Chris here for his place. Of course, we always thank the audience for your contributions with those likes, those thumbs up, and the conversations going on in the chat room. Greatly appreciated. Be sure to tune in on Monday. We'll do this all over again with the drive-thru at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, it all gets started every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. During the weekend shows, we got first we started off with Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, about 10:05. We hit it in with Mitch and Joe, as they'll have a lot of the drive-thru cappers will guest on the show, giving out live free sports picks for that day's action, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's bring in the crew from tonight. Go ahead and wave good night to everyone. Have yourself a great evening.